Hello my friends and welcome back to David Media channel. In the upcoming videos, I'll create a small project with Graphql. We also use a bunch of other technologies such as Nodejs, mongodb in the backend, and React.js, Redux, and Nodejs in the frontend. The project is really simple. This is basically the Graphql functionality to display a list of movies. We can create a movie, we can update and delete a movie. We can also display the movie by genre and search movie by keyword. Okay, let's get started. Let's open the terminal and create a new folder named movie Graphql. Then we go inside that folder. We're gonna run npm init to create a project. Let's hit enter and we need to install some of the required packages. We're gonna need mongoose. Let's run npm I mongoose Graphql upload server. We don't need the comma. And we need nodemon. We hand. Okay, after finish installing, let's open the project in Visual Code. I'm gonna create a new folder named server. And inside this folder, I'll create a new file named index.js. In the package.json file, and I'm gonna add the script here. Server nodemon server / index.js. I save the file and open the index.js file. I would bring Apollo server require Apollo server. Also bring mongoose require mongoose, and then I create a new server, const server new Apollo server, and would be process dot env point or 4000. Then mongoose connect. This would be localhost and movie Graphql. Then I will bring console out. mongodb connected and return server listen to the port. Then respond console log server is running at respond.ul and then we catch the error. We will console log the error. Let's save the file and we have to create another folder in the server folder. This will be the models. We will define the model of the gen and the movie in this folder. I'll create a new file named gen.js. We will print mongoose, require mongoose, then const gen schema and from new mongoose.schema we will have name, the type is string and require is true. Then the second field is the description. The type is also string. And we have image also. The type is also string because we just give the image URL. Then I will export the schema. mongoose.model and let's name the model is change. I save the file and then I copy the change model and I create another file is movie.js. I paste everything here, but I need to rename it to movie. We also have this one should be title. I will keep the description and the image. We will have year, the type should be number. And then we have director, style is string, and we have star, the type also string, and we have the chain ID. The type will be from mongoose schema dot type dot object ID and reference from the chain schema. And require is true. Next, I gonna create a virtual object to populate all of the fields of the change. It would be movie schema virtual chain reference from James model. The local field is chain ID and the foreign field is underscore ID. Just one is true. And we set it to object. Virtual is true. And then set to JSON. Let's say the file. And I'm gonna create a new file named schema. This is the schema for Graphql. Output GQL require upload server. And then we define the type definition. Type depth GQL the first type is query. We will define the query to get the chains. The exclamation mark is mandatory, and then we also get a chain by ID. We will have the parameter is the ID, and it would be the string, and return value would be a chain object. We also have the query to get movies. The parameter would be the title and chain ID. And the response will be the movie. We also have the query to get the movie by ID. The response would be a movie. And then we will define the type for chain and movie. We have type chain, and the first column is the ID with a string, and then name, string also, description with a string, and the image is string. Then we have the type for movie, ID also string, title, description, and then year is M, director is string, star also string, and then chain ID string also, and we have the change object. This is the virtual object we just created, and we have the image field. Okay, and next we're gonna create type for mutation. Let's go type mutation. We will have the mutation for creating chain. Input create change input. The response would be a chain, and we have update chain. The parameter would be the ID and the input. We will define the create chain input and update chain input later. And we also have delete chain. The parameter would be the string. And then we also have the mutation to create, update, and delete movie. I just need to change them on to movie. Okay, that's it. And then we can define the type for create chain input. We will have the name with a string, description with string, email is string. Then we have the type for update chain. Then we have to define the type for create movie input. We just need to copy this. And let's remove the chain object. Then I just copy this and define the update movie input. Okay, just remove this. And finally, we will export this schema model export type depth. Let's save the file. And next, I'm gonna create a new folder named Resolver. And inside this folder, I'll create another file, exchange.js. So in this file, we will handling the cross functionality for the chain. So let's bring the chain model from model chain. And first I want query it. So we will have chains be an async and put it in a try catch block. We got chain await chain.file, and then we will return the chain. And then catch the error. We throw new error. And we also have, we will get the chain by ID. We have async underscore, the parameter will be the ID. We also put it in the try catch block. On chain await chain file by ID and output ID here. If we find the chain, we need to return it. Otherwise, we will throw an error. Chain not found. And then we will catch the error. Throw new error. And we also have the mutation. We will go with the create chain first. We have async. And then input. Try one new chain. Const new chain. We have new chain with the input, and then const change await new chain dot save. And we return the chain. And we catch the error. And then we will throw new error. We will define the update and delete function later. We need to export query and mutation. And then I will create a new file in the resolvers folder, index.js. And in this file, I will bring the chain resolvers require chain, and then we will export. We have query, and we will bring the chain. We will bring the chain resolver dot query, and for the mutation, we will bring the chain resolver mutation. And let's say the file. I go back to the index.js file in the server folder. And let's bring, first is the schema. We have types definition, reply, schema, and then we bring the resolvers, reply, resolvers. And in the Apollo server, we will put the type definition and the resolvers. Okay. So let's save the file and we will run our application. Let's go back to the terminal and run npm run server. We got an error. Okay, something wrong with the schema. So we need to open the schema file, and we need to remove the exclamation mark here. I also made some type of mistake. Update chain input and update movie input, and this one should be input rather than type. So I save the file and go back to the terminal. So the error is gone, and now I will open the web browser. Let's navigate to localhost 4000. Click on query your server, and so we will see. And this is the Apollo Graphql playground. If you click on this row, you will see we have the root type. We will see the root types. We have query and mutation. If I go to the mutation, we have on the mutation that we already defined. Yes, we just handle the create chain. So if I run the assemble query, we will get the response is an empty array because we haven't added any data to the chain collection yet. So now I will type mutation, create new chain. We can name it with any name we want. Yeah, but the method should be correct. We have the create chain here. So we got the input, and so we will define the return with the ID and name of the chain as well as the description. We also have the image. Yep. And in the variable, we will put the name with action. Then we have description. Interesting. movies, and we have the image. I already have my image URL here, or you can get the image link from the Google. So I will run the mutation. Yeah, here we have added successfully the data to the chain collection. I will create another chain. The name would be Adventure. It looks like nice movie, and I have another link, image link for adventure movie. Paste it here, and let's run it. So I have a new data, and now I want to query. So get chains. So we have chain and name, and then description and image. So I will run this query, and we have two items in the collection. And let's open the mongodb and check. Yep, I connect this server. We have the movie Graphql database here. So we have two items in the chain collection. And now I want to query it by get chain by ID. We have chain by ID method here, and the response will be ID, name, and description, and image. So the ID here, I just need to, actually we don't need this one. I will put the ID, I will copy it here and paste here. And then I run the query. So I got the chain by ID here. So we have done the query and create data for the mutation. So in the next video, we will complete the mutation for chain and the query mutation for the movies. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.